Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. April 26th, 2023. Today na April 26, 2023. One day left to our independence. Again, Salon people, a beautiful day now. We tell God thank you for this wonderful day. We tell Allah, we're grateful to Allah for His mercies upon our life. Everything what they do now by in power, not to by we own power. We're not in this dunya by with power. Everything what they agba for now one grand day. Now they done. With that day where God say, where Allah say, now me bring you come back and they check you back. It's over. You get mansion there, you get motor car there, you get all kinds of things in this dunya. That money all where you thief. Who's how they go? They follow you. Now other people they will not even deserve for it and take time and they get for it and bear you. But we tell God thank you for this wonderful day. Salon people they will get 59 days to elections. 59 days to elections. 9 weeks so. When I get for your kind launching now, they get for launch stadium just now. When I know say Chinese they repair stadium. What we need for repair them. The launching there, when I get for see commissioning, when I get for see alliances now. But of course, we expect the APC for respond accordingly to this alliance as well. Play the game of the SLPP. Now we read the interview in a VOA. But not today we can't talk today. Today we can't talk about what's happening with mortuary in Sierra Leone. And we can relate it to parliament. We hear this parliament overnight. Now they rob the people of Sierra Leone. This is broad daylight robbery. Like how Comrade Kocha talk I don't forget what Comrade Kocha say. How you describe him. Comrade, how you describe him just now? That way we describe him.
Operation pay yourself.
Operation pay yourself. Operation pay yourself. That's what Comrade describe him. I think that's the best way we can go with that one day. Operation pay yourself by members of parliament. Parliament is not there to represent the people anymore. When they can't discuss them and they can't play some of their audios there. Now hear what's happening with mortuary in Sierra Leone. But these members of parliament, we have the responsibility, now I can tell you, say, from the leaders of the opposition, the China Majuba, the Kenya Yumkela, the C4C guy, where all they go so out there like today. APC China Majuba. We don't see one day this man not come and say go work at hospital. As a member of parliament oversight committee, now Tawa tell we say they get over 9 committee them when the APC they chair the committee then this leader of the opposition, Cheno Majuba is the running mate of the APC like today. They all seriously they pass 10 billion at parliament. They pay themselves for pressure, pay yourself. One day this man not come and go save at hospital. One day this man not go to cottage hospital on a visit for go see what's in the happen. How the citizens of Sierra Leone they live their life. One day, none of these members of parliament in Dua. But before,
it's worth reminding the people that it was overnight, last night, last day of the sitting on the 25th of April. Lamriana Naim put on Twitter and Facebook where he posted them saying they just passed the bill. Make people just know Ibrahim saying this was something we didn't do overnight.
So no, you're good. We didn't reach this idea. That people don't understand. That $50,000 when they talk about one time for members of parliament, where you come out one time and they give $50,000, they don't pass the bill in net. But this is robbery. This is robbery. This is broad daylight robbery. This is extortion of the wealth of the people. This is looting. These guys are looting state resources. Then you get these idiots in Sirena.
Now you speak English, how you describe them. These guys are Akata. Now Akata Olu. Now so we they call them. So you know, saying a bookman. They use the, like the looting, extortion, like thievery. Now Akata, we they call them. Now Akata, these guys are witchcraft. Witchcraft. Again, they can't talk about the mortuary, how we link it. Where like people they cry out and people they die and smell, but yet still $50,000. They can't talk about waiting the nurses that they earn, Ibrahim. And they carry on where you cannot take you, where you don't accelerate you, boys, like it will stop you. But it's just annoying.
It is what it is, Gashi. La play the audio there. That play the audio there of people their accounts of their experience now with mortuary inside Sierra Leone. If we cannot take care of the dead, even the people when they die now, we cannot take care of them. What else can we take care of? The last respect of people them. We don't take care of them, we don't provide for them, we don't safeguard their life them. Some of them they die by accident them. Like an example of this young man.
How they will take care of the dead, we live in first. They rob them, this kind they fry them with their oil.
Exactly.
How they will take
Exactly.
Ibrahim, the dead the last person. Ibrahim, come to the city today. When I listen to the audio, Ibrahim, you can play one of the audios then. The cause of death, apparently one woman said that we're dying now well, you know, because I was curious to kind of like find out how this bobo died. Apparently now well. Again, the same thing. Wait till we don't talk about you remember you don't talk about like when they dig well them all over the place that I country.
Thank you.
Country we're surrounded with water. We get 7 major rivers, but yet still all day when they go and dig
no, Kashi, when them beat Dr. Kalbinko because he stand up for the truth. Instead, Madam, he promotes the minister. We see Connaught, we talk about the thing about the don't know. But not see Connaught don't talk about women who will see dirty box inside Connaught. What can they say with the strike? It turned dirty box. You know, Ibrahim, how they will take out the dead, they know take out the in their life, and we take out them, and they will take out them. So, like, we are living in a state, we even during the war, Ibrahim, Salome, during the war, better facilitate this. So, Salome did progress, Salome ever progress, Ibrahim. Go ahead, clearly with it.
Absolutely. La play there. You know, the Ministry of Health, Austin Demby, you got, anyways, la play you them now, you phone yourself. This is ridiculous.
Some people there, I want to make una notice that happen at mortuary. For mortuary, lights no day, generator no day. Them body they all within a mortuary this smell. You can't pass at that street, you know, run, cover, you know, say run. Where I say smell, nobody in a mortuary, we good. Nobody. At the pass, I already asked them where they walk they talk say, whose body when they all good? All the body don't point at this mortuary. The guy they talk say nobody not in the mortuary you good. And we self your body okay confirm I will go take him. It's not good. From mortuary direct Sabbath run. From mortuary direct Sabbath God, but it's not good at all. They don't wash the bubble. They don't wash the body. I see them take the body from mortuary at the graveside. For mortuary at the graveside, they not even wash the bobo safe. Whose kind of disgrace will be in this? Bobo they pray, you know they joke with in prayer. You know they joke with in prayer. Now they can go so direct flights. Put them in the mox and they wait for the body. Once you get for communication with the people that are the mox, so I not wait for the mox so the body not good. When I go wait to go see the ambulance they cry, they break say direct. We I say smell. The body rotting and they pay for embalm the body. 340,000 pay for embalm the body. They don't embalm the body. They left that body, they change the body rotting. If you go mortuary, my brother and sister there, if you go now mortuary, come out mortuary, not them for sit on they safe. It's not them for it they safe. Everybody marks up. Because you know the work they do, and they not be see much marks. But you know they go for your body, if you don't marks, the way you mark safe, you go to pull the marks in the pit, Salome mortuary not good. Salome mortuary don't well. Salome mortuary don't well. Oh, body they all don't well inside the mortuary. Body they all they smell. They kill in our country. Not so sick. That make sick not they done. That make sick not they done. Oh, that make sick not they done. And this country as so. When I put our country Salome mortuary forget generator. 24-hour lights for them at mortuary. For keep them body there day. 24-hour lights for them at that mortuary for keep the body there. Body they all you go to body fresh one. They ready now for going to church or mosque so body not going for go inside there. No that massive is a disgraceful thing at this country. Yeah, so God help country salon. Help country salon or country salon. No easy. You go to salon mortuary, you cannot. You go afraid for thyself. You go afraid for that when they can go to that mortuary day. You know easy. Na help our country. Oh, na talk for in our country. The country. Hey, you go see post, you don't die. So far, one side don't swell for wash and wash the body. So they have papa. Direct flight. You know easy. They help our country. They help me. I left something out. The other important thing back. After I done the body don't rot in. The ambulance driver they say don't go drive the body because the body don't rot in. They say don't go drive the body. They will not say first will pay 1 million. What the body don't rot in? And they say don't go drive the body. Pass for the money 1,500,000. If you don't pay that 1,500,000, but you know they can't be gone. After I don't polish your body, no matter your body, they don't rot in, not gonna associate. They say for pay 1,500,000, pay the 1,500,000 cash before they can bury the body. Before they carry the body in the gone. And we see they can just put her and go. They don't want to trust the body. They will watch the body. They pay for embalm the body. They don't embalm the body there. They rot the body. They don't want to drive the body. Before you drive the body, for give them 1 million. After they say the body don't burn off, the smell, what you tell, what you say, I mean, of 500,000, pay cash for the pussy, put her inside the body inside the ambulance, so they can bury. And the wicked this country will not let Christian, like could they be and so wickedness is about the country, diamond self, therefore profit man, diamond, therefore profit man. Bo, my salosa how they go, fresh body they go with.
Salon we dey suffer. My brother died in this country, Connaught mortuary. The day when my brother died, that well case. My brother died, we take him body, we cry and go na mortuary. Mortuary, we pay for postmortem, they're not dead in my brother in body. Then we pay back for extra for no more than go able. Salon, yeah, then call and government mortuary, government able. Salon, yeah, we dey suffer na ya. Truly, we dey suffer na ya. They're not try for we. Oh, we dey talk no more salon, yeah. Not get you posting no because not get you posting no if you posting die na ya. They disgrace. We pay, but all we body where they don't keep another mortuary, they don't rot see. Then tawapa we back. Then say they count to body pass. We pay 1,500,000. Ebo. What are they now? When are them poor the body? What are they now? We yai. Say to the last minute, then they take money now we hand.
What are they 4 days?
What are they? Yesterday 6 days. Then they give me that body day. Ebo. How salon don't they now? So who said that one? Who said that one we did? Who said that one we go now this country? Who said that one? But we don't country. Who said we born? Who said we men? We don't get life so. They not get sorry ask for them back. Ebo salon government, the big one there. They need to try. Connaught government hospital generator no day. We don't go keep body then the body then they fuel lights no day. We go bury rotty body, me brother and body then go bury rotty wa. Ebo Saloya. Yeah, look, no wonder how they left for country. We normal go them Kuwait, them Turkey, we go die there and suffer. The way you die safe, they need to respect your body. Now way they are alive, Ebo. Saloya will need to try. The big one they need to try. They use me like soon at this country.
I don't send other video, right side, inside, want mortuary gate. Same case no more. You know easy. We want you saw it, if you pass that corner, pass you on, you only knows you on. Now Mexico they don't. It's they say sick no more. Quick na then I know they don't be that the first getter. Because they can't sense it, they fly, they command that body, they go solve some people. You know easy. You know easy.
Sense, smell, able. They suffer down to the body. All they suffer. They don't know for you last
expect.
We brought an so go better. No one stand and rap.
You know easy.
From mortuary, not even church. We brought an Muslim. Not able to go to an Muslim. For the smell, pastor go better.
Sorry.
You don't know what? The Baba know the not young proper cast in and body. Man where we dey fast, man where we dey fast. You know able plan when I'm off the body dey smell what's in body. Then give it for go back. Well, God go intervene.
Sorry.
But we matter, I'm not able to fast so, but God dey fast for me.
I don't know.
Okay. Government cash, I don't play all the audio there. People are here, salon people are here. These are the problems we'll get, but members of parliament, how they go focus for fix these underlying issues? Like you a backdrop. One of them case there we know of. This young man, now they well when they don't dig the well, then they take leaflet and put on top. So this young man, they run after, they send us some doctor and they try for the F. If they run, they go after them doctor, yeah, so now I go where inside this well, yeah. They go for this well. This well not even get water, or a dry well. I tell you, the guy for dig no more, forget water no commodity. In Pariba, we go back again for go help and for go save and for pull out of that well. Instead go for inside it. Now then they take nobody for Cape and die inside this well, yeah, so. Now then take them body, yeah, so care and go to mortuary, and they go rotting. So again, it goes back to our leaders, them from the government in power of the day, the SLPP, where they are useless government. You get a position for a reason in the nation. They are there to protect and preserve the safety of the people. You know the country can they everybody for himself. No laws, no day. All man just they dig water well all over. There is no protection. Now, boy will die so. Now, buff case. This part of the world, they kind of they have multi-million-dollar lawsuits that people they file for get money back for make sure say their family, their loved ones, them they get what they deserve. But Salon no system, no law, no they where they protect anybody, everybody for themselves. You die panic and careless accident and they not for nothing. No laws, no protection. All man they dig out they want for dig well in the country. Waiting to because we don't have for provide water for we people in the capital city. We don't have for provide water for we people in our upline. Across the country, we cannot provide pipe and water. The members of parliament there, they no more the fed for pass build them.
We talked about the compensation culture will not exist, and not to say like when they talk about the compensation culture for make people they make money out of it. So, but now the fact that when there is like a compensation culture, the people that were responsible will always make sure say they do the right thing because they don't want actually pay compensation. Again, we talk about like the Fox News. Fox News pay over 400 and something million to, like, you remember it right now, America right now? Because of like a libel case.
$787,500,000.
$787 million dollars. Thank you. Because again, the compensation culture, the libel thing, again, it goes back to the African Express. I'm not digressing here. If the governments they claim, when they say the opposition had the power, they say the African Express they lie for them. Waiting there for do, not for actually get like sue the African Express. African Express could have paid libel to the government. Wait, again, it right. This is the thing we've been talking about. Now, nobody don't die now. Well, you say what's that? What people they inside it? They inside it, they die. Nobody not able to rescue them because like government not able to provide basic water for the city. So all man, it was just the do waiting and people do. All man and he get well. All man because they want to provide water for themselves. These are the rich people then. For the evil and the country. Unfortunately, this is the culture. This is the society we live in.
You know, Comrade Nkashi, I think say without we let not go too much without let we read up the salaries of members of parliament as of 2018. I think say Kashi una take over. Let's read them the salary and compensation. Let people understand exactly how they go, and then we take up from the nurses, them, the teachers, the police, the military. This is state robbery. This is extortion. Again, the they say that thief this is not big thief. The people, the members of parliament are for seek for enrich themselves. It is in the constitution. Members of parliament should not seek to enrich themselves. But then guys, they are seek for enrich themselves at the expense of the people. The poor masses are dying every day. And then again, I go back again. The parliament, all of these things lies with the parliament, the supreme legislative authority. Section 105 makes it very clear. Now the same parliament is where for protect the people. Now the parliament is where they rob the people. Now the parliament is where they thief the people. Now you get leaders of the opposition. Can you don't go? Emma Silami don't go. They all go join the SLPP after 5 years of destroying the country. Some people are left by themselves. The one they look up to, the leaders of the opposition are the Cheriko Komuna. The APC is the running mate as well of the APC as a political party. The APC went for win election. The APC went for win the next elections. Them man they ask you don't they pass the kind here. The people of Salon they watch it here. How the people they go vote? How the people they go make a choice? Yes, Manabiorokai don't kill them. Now the APC is the only choice when they get. But they look the leaders, then they sit on board. Then they look at Honorable Cheriko as the running mate of the APC. In their parliament, it's you know they go pass the kind of a bill there for increase them, benefits them, welfare for themselves, $15,000 medical welfare, $50,000 when you come on a parliament for one time. About kind nonsense this boy. How do people make a judgment? How do people see the kind of a thing there? Who's kind thing is okay because the only choice when they get if not to SLPP in the APC, about so because not to SLPP in the APC, because if not to APC in the SLPP, now so now they take the people them, we don't care about the people them anymore. Comrade Kashi, we'll take over. Let's read the salaries of members of parliament. Let people hear it. And we'll talk about the police, the military, the nurse system, and Dr. Wale die. Dr. Wale die. Na Connaught Hospital. Waiting do because we don't get scanning machine, bo. Scanning machine. One member of parliament want for pay themselves $50,000. Wale die. They don't get scanning machine. Picking and they die. Where everything at the lowest of the index of the world. Salon one of the most poor country them. The healthcare not better than that country. They picking and they die. Below money they die. People are dying premature death. Life expectancy for man in at 45. Life expectancy for woman in about 50. Ebo, is that the nation that we want? Then the people are all tasked with the responsibility to take care of our people, provide for them, take care of them, look after their well-being. Make sure so we get a future for a country where going to be very peaceful and people going to live a healthy life. Cashbox and Comrade Koita. Singapore, the life expectancy is about 80 to 85 years old. Singapore get one of the best life expectancy past America. America is about 70 years old. Singapore 80, 85. High happiness or magic. But currently, guys, you want to take over the flow. Enough is enough of this nonsense. Honorable Cheriko Kosa Yudebo. Osa Yude the past 10 billion. Osa Yude, they go say that you're a one man. Where is the statement? What is the comment where you make? Also, you can't talk against this bill. They go say, I who can condemn the bill. No. Where you there? Also, you there? You get 59 members of parliament. Una sit on parliament. Una watch parliament. They pass this bill. You don't can lie by who say that SLPP pass them. What the comment where you make? What the radio where interview where you give? Where the TV interview where you give? For condemn the bill. Also, you talk where the letter where you write? Can prove to we, Honorable Cherikoko, say you're not part of this. Can prove to we say you're not part of this. Where the letter where you write? Where the video interview? Where the evidence for proof say you don't support this particular bill? You're sorry for APC people. You're sorry for the people of Salon.
No, so energy and you don't need evidence for this discussion.
No, comrade. Comrade, we have to ask. Comrade, we have to ask. We have to ask.
Ibrahim, we all know say this one. They all agree for say the Speaker of Parliament for good one time official people because I got not much I get. One time MP for Kergo, we one time MP, plus you can do 5 years in Parliament when they pay in 2018 salary, we not see at least 2020 salary. Where them they pay them 37 million per month for Kergo $50,000. We don't think for being pension. They all don't agree. Ibrahim, the question here is now, this is a one-term MP to talk about. What thing for be the two-term MP in your money? What thing for be the three-term MP in your money? What thing for be the Speaker or Deputy Speaker in your money? What thing for be the leaders of the opposition in the Parliament in your money? Because if you want off somebody, you see, Ibrahim, the guys that know exactly what they don't do, they know say something, they don't know say that the constituents, they know get somebody again. So now they can't go to operation pay yourself. Now like we AFRC been fall. The military don't make twice, hopeless. Okay, now until they don't pay your salary, they don't can destroy the government. Would I go rob Lebanese? Would I go rob Fulham? Would I go rob businessman? Would I go meet another civilian? They say pay yourself, operation pay yourself. Ibrahim, this one, he was passed down we AFRC do self. Because it was not a crisis system. This one, system, then they do operation pay yourself, and that with the people of Syria, Ibrahim. Now, Ibrahim, let's just take first the medical allowance before they can talk about the salary. The honor the MP in 2018 salary be 37 million. The medical fee, Ibrahim, that be $5,000. We take $5,000 Ibrahim to the MP they're all 132. Now $606,000. Now even annually, you get around with the Ibrahim. Which medical problem they want to solve? Which problem they want to solve? Which way they want to make better mortuary in a salon? If Nigerians will be which we don't know, remember we put them each MP 102 members of parliament, $5,000 each per year. Ibrahim, now how many salons again? We that the militias, I think I don't know if it be 1 million or 2 million.
Remember they proposed for increase that to $15,000 each.
No, they're going to increase that cash box. Yeah, no, they're not saying if you know because I mean I see that the last year business will be top so.
Come with calculate about at 15,000.
No, just take right now the paper first. Now just take first. We have right now the paper.
Alright.
We that 2018, the medical allowance that $5,000, Ibrahim, 2018. The vehicle allowance that $13,000 as per 2018. Remember rent allowance, look at Naya, Ibrahim, 20,000 annually. $20,000. Not only so for say that 20 million $20,000 annually rent allowance. Ibrahim, you see why make them people are not respecting the people in life. So not just take $5,000 times some per 102 MPs. How much did they give you? Then look at then at the medical allowance. So now this is a move. Say let them pull up from $5,000 to $15,000. Imagine Ibrahim, which can insult this. And they tell you so Ibrahim, nurses they will get accident. Till today they never fly them for go to India. For kind of SSF. For let them solve the problem. Up till this time nurse them. Then that doctor then died so we they get accident. Say they not get scan the machine for go scan or for go MRI scan. He died. Who's the doctor tell you say who's in the sleep and then another the cockroach and they sleep together na cannot. Now the worst part of it at the time we people in the crisis say who picking them, who man them, who woman them, who brothers and sisters, the boy they rotting na cannot. They marry the way they control mortuary. They say like no day. The body they rotting, the place don't smell. then they take the body for Karanguna Ebo Ibrahim. Now this time they go past assembly like they say one of. Then they can't get the payment this year. So then they go now to impunity Ibrahim. What's that in pension? Oh no. 37 million they pay on 2018. They're able to for the people of Sierra Leone. Now the end of work now operation pay yourself. Brutal looting. These are brutal thief. All of them. You see, you can have the dance, give me the lighter. I see how the dance because what they go make. Hey, Ibrahim, then I have been telling that when I appointed to them, they say, hey, them are the command diaspora. Don't look at them at all. They all the way misbehave. The impunity, look at the person that they see for CM. I say, well, they already content because what they don't show them position clearly. Say then they follow SLPP. Then they go say would the join Madabio when they close parliament because they don't make the deal, they don't sign the paper. Madabio don't give them $50,000 one-off payment. Then they say would they give a contract. That's not the deal. For say pa uti the give now say give you na better system now they pass so now they call pan for pan 5 give it this now they say hand go hand cam then they do salon plan so but they see people know every thing for look at this thing in the critical mind. Sierra Leoneans teacher and day from when they begin work till them go die over 40 years. They not ever make them. Yeah,
come on, don't give all the breakdown. Come on, don't give all the breakdown of the MP salary force. Let people get them step by step. And then we go inside the teacher, then the police, then the military, everything across the country. Come on, give people and understand 37 million for a month. 37 million.
This is honorary member of parliament to former chief. Members of parliament. 37 million for a month. None of their salary. Then vehicle allowance is like $13,000 per term. Not to per term.
And term means say.
Yeah, you know say that 3 quarters of debt.
Right.
Parliament, you know say they go recess after any 4 months.
Right.
Per term, look at that per term.
Yes.
Vehicle allowance, medical allowance, $5,000 annually. Then $5,000.
Okay.
Then constituency outreach fund. Ibrahim. You know them people there. Then they give them 6 million monthly. 6 million monthly. Every month, if you want a constituency, if you go to people like 6 million monthly times about 12. Rent allowance, $20,000 annually. Personal staff, 5 to be paid by government. Any MP guide for employ 5 people like. And the government they pay the people like to be paid by government.
Comrade.
Fear.
You see, $20,000 per year. So for 5 years, each MP don't get $100,000 just on the end. $100,000 multiply by 132, comrade. Cash multiply not $1.3 million cash 132 by $100,000.
Yeah.
1.32. Yeah, $1.32 million.
Yeah.
$1.3 million. We get much why you anybody they got to. Comrade, go ahead.
The sitting fee, 1,600,000. Sitting fee. Then they pay them for who's going to talk for you. Now they may talk so at all. Sitting fee, 1,600,000 monthly. Then we will group allowance. The closing the rest of the parliament. How the people there? $5,000 per term. $5,000 per term. Then recess allowance. Now 1 month salary gross. What is the gross pay? A day from the 1 month salary gross, we need to take no tax by Ibrahim.
Yes.
Now you need to pay tax. You need to pay nothing. Now you gross pay that day. If you for pay nothing now, this start to the recess allowance, the 1 month salary gross pay. Then just for honorary member of parliament with the parliamentary members of parliament. In fact, they have like his percentage. Because then I deal with the people and they see people that constraint. So then they come out. Mutrasa they go there. Like you the come up footballer for Ghana future. You the come up Mongo for Ghana future. They know the road. They come up. Then some they have like keep assaulting themselves. Local party speaker and the deputy speaker Ibrahim. The speaker of parliament, they get 70 million take home per month. Vehicle allowance, they say to be maintained. Then when God, they're not telling you what in them they get another guarantee. They just say to be maintained. Because they don't already know, we don't know how much they give the MP, so they will not God know how much $1,000 they get. They say to be maintained. In the not saying how much. by right for no. If you get for no, almost the state they pay for the Speaker of Parliament in vehicle per term. This is to be maintained. Medical allowance $20,000, Ibrahim. Yeah, Godfather.
Yeah.
$20,000 annually medical allowance. The Speaker. Rent allowance $40,000.
So Bongo Jazz they did at that Parliament. So Bongo Jazz.
Rent allowance
$5,000 they give them for work clothes.
$40,000 Speaker of Parliament. $40,000 annually.
Actually, hold on, man. Come on, you say $40,000 for what?
Rent.
$40,000
for medical.
Yeah.
So Abbas Bundu by 5 don't make 200 million. Sorry.
Okay.
$200,000.
No. Yeah.
So
$200,000.
They say don't forget personal staff of 10 going to be paid by government. Fuel 45 liters per week. Sitting fee 3 million reals monthly. Wardrobe allowance $10,000 per term. So if not 3 times, $10,000 a day.
$30,000 for buy clothes. $30,000 for buy clothes. Comrade, how much clothes I go buy?
For a year.
Comrade, how much clothes we go buy for $30,000 a year? Ebo, young boy like we safe. Kashi, as young as we are, we don't spend each $1,000 a year on clothes. We don't spend $500 for clothes. We spend
a recess allowance. That 1 month salary gross himself. Yeah, you are 70 million now. Then impress.
Come with, hold on. So $10,000 for wardrobe allowance. You know, please. You know what they pay nurse them for a year. For 1 month, then they pay them 2.5 million, I think. You know,
then now Kashi. Then we there because nurse them by category. We get the SCHN, we get the SRM.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the SRM fee put up by SCHN.
Yeah. Then less than about $100. Then they pay them.
Maybe not the SRM they pay so.
Yeah, $100 for month. Yeah.
So then the Speaker get impress weekly at 15 million. The Speaker of Parliament in impress weekly at 15 million.
Yes.
So the Deputy Speaker gets his salary take home at 50 million. They say vehicle allowance to be maintained. Oh no. Let's know what's that to be maintained. Sometimes the vehicle allowance it occupies even the medical. Maybe they just say to be maintained. Then a medical allowance like $10,000 annually. In rent allowance $30,000 annually. If you get personal staff of 10 to be paid by government in fuel 45 liter. Then in sitting fee na 2 million monthly. Then we'll do allowance now in at $10,000 per term. The recess allowance 1 month at the same the gross pay. Then you impress. Then say responsibility allowance. It's how they do a deputy responsibility allowance 5 million. In responsibility allowance, impress responsibility allowance say 5 million. So una look this here. This una self goes to know now. Check how they ruin this country. How Salon no go tranga. And imagine Ibrahim before 2018, they not pay them. They don't even pay members of Parliament 20 million before 2018.
No.
They don't pay them 20 million. The way we get austerity, they don't pay them 20 billion. Imagine. They can is for them pay. Is paying out now God know and they tell you say nobody knows they pay right now because this will talk so that 2018 you not talk about so from 2023 they will tell you say salary is made the same you go not increase.
This na MP that will be the same then they beat una resign and can make loud noise. The one they get they tell me say una don't know what they go to Parliament and they beat me then they bulldoze me but they make them sit on it because of their money there.
So if you now that they all know do for them if they all will be beer.
Right.
Then they all will beer say okay we don't beer. Now they see now who they go with impunity. Now we can pay yourself. Cash book $50,000 for person we work for 5 years. What about that person we work for 35 years? That loss. What about that teacher we teach you? That teacher is some of them boy the teacher in that school and they pay themselves 2 million salary. We teach you. You don't teach for over 30 years. What about that soldier man? We be see, you don't about 30-35 years, that policeman. Then make them judges them, then police them will be over the main for do wrong thing there. Because what about that judge? What about that magistrate? What about that you know, you look all the sector cash box. Hey, why don't we sell that country all my whole you? Why don't they sell all my whole you? They want to is a low animal kingdom, the strongest survive. The strongest of is what make all this because that revolution we kill all them dog in Ghana. One of the same dog Ghana saloon is shooting all this scout we make all this because that revolution at 1979 and 82. We make Ghana they move so today. Is it the reason? We go look at somebody, me you can do pass you, me I live my life for now. You go begin say if you can't do 5 years no more than $50,000. Now God knows in a pension. Then I know the pension. Look the benefits you don't get first. Benefit almost $1,000, $10,000, $5,000, $20,000, $10,000 you know, per funny thing there pattern. So you the drive motoka for just come on like constituency kind of parliament. For every time they forgive $13,000. Every time they forgive $13,000. When you see this symbol business don't turn first cash box, you don't turn like war. Almost one go to parliament. Don't just say that for go serve the people though. Now for go get some of the cake.
Absolutely.
Let's get the share.
Absolutely.
Simple thing cash box.
Politics now become very lucrative. It is an industry.
For go some member of parliament. Kasi, why is this man they go kill themselves? There is an impedance around the background. Tawa say they need to pull that dual citizenship law. They need to pull that. Then they don't mind what's in the happen. All my go to the parliament. Kasi, Ibrahim is set now. If he said me no, then Tia be in the parliament. That's why I know say this Tia shoot so. This kind of no is so. Ibrahim, what you call for Muslim who go die for symbol.
But come on, me knowing you know go subscribe to that nonsense day. You know what I mean? Eh?
No, if I want to subscribe, if I want to subscribe, I want to set up for the Muslim and I will follow all them. Politicians now, we go fetch for symbol, we go to parliament. 5 years, we will laugh, we pause in talk, we laugh, we make fun, we go to the country, but you know, because we look at the country in future, Ibrahim. Before you live for nothing, die for something. Because remember for that you die for Ibrahim. I will talk at them and before you live for nothing. Then one they live for nothing. Ibrahim they were not fit for purpose. And this die immediately. Ibrahim, these are the biggest insults Alone ever gets. Now the biggest insults Alone ever get for all gets. At this time, moment here, and now all the social media would they put a cry say, now then they bet the people in. Something they met herself. So then would they be killed? That's a nice with this one. Would they bet it small? Although that's in the teacher say the body will not be guilty. But we face the politically, then we face the politics, make them see the body. So you like the connotation. These are the central hospital in Salou. The central hospital in Salou in no get too light. The mortuary able Ibrahim. Because then they idiots are when they picking a sick, then they go na cannot. When they family die, they can go Colombia Davis. Or virtues or different things at home they pay more common, they get the money for pay. For them people that get be fit in funeral. The poor people they will not get the money. They die in a corner, they are in a mortuary, say you not pay. If you're a Muslim now, we're a Christian now, we put your bag, go dump you na grave. They left to God, you don't judgment no more. At the time people in the cry say cannot not get light, mortuary not get light, mortuary smell, cannot either possible pass the human smell. Ebo Ibrahim. Salon people them. When I read the people and cry, people in the say, or they tell people and thank you, when they say, hey, they are listening to Ibrahim and communicate and cash box, and talk about so. Although you message, they make plan already. Although you message, they make the can't talk about so. But why did they let this message for and see how they vote for them people here? Now, Ibrahim, they deliberately they say, let the court pair system, they all like the court pair system. Because me, I mean, for tell people, they say, make nobody vote for, not member of parliament, just vote for president, no get parliament. Because the biggest process for me do by this election. And for campaign say, member of parliament, let them vote for them. Let them just vote for president. We election done, we tell them say we don't protest panel. Therefore reduce their money. That money for pull and but now we don't get that vote again because only vote. Now they just go appoint them when they want parliament. Now they can't pay a system, Ibrahim. Because not being pay a system, or for being campaign the entire country. No vote for president. And councillor and mayor, member of parliament, law left and vacants. Say they reverse this money, but we'll not get the power again. The power don't play on hand. Now the PR system, and the exam we're going to parliament, not to be the people again. When I should make a PR system, because we have been the election,
They see now they could be voted in 2020, 2002, 2007, 2012, 2018. Ibrahim have been this. Me, personally, for me, this campaign, we allow vote for president, mayor, chairperson, councillor, member of parliament, not vote, nobody in. Let them see blank. Nobody no vote for member of parliament. The entire country, because this one already nobody, all 132. You ain't that kind of way they are saying, rather be you MP, that is so. You know they get you from where them something from where do Christian something that 3 days you know cook plus as I was. Rest for like that trouble that matter be you they can allow. Because I don't called. You the hell they be MP that this one. That this one now they don't listen to price for you well. They don't destroy the future.
It's not a matter be you one green. Come wait, I get information.
No, matter be you no get that's you can't see.
You know,
matter be you no get anything for say and this. Matter be you no get nothing but this one.
No, what I say, you know, Dr. Wale we die. I get information we somebody we very, very close to him we die as a result of bad governance. You know, say this person in the talk say we pass mark with the MP them. You know, I look at why you read that in there. I say, hey, Papa God. You see, these are the very MPs that when you they say, when they say, you, Dr. Wale, in close person, when they say for come up behind the MP them, you see what in the MP then they do? Dr. Wale died because CT scan, MRI scan, no day na Connaught Hospital. They had to travel with him all over Freetown. They go and look. Somebody where fracture in head, when I head get problem, then they go and pass and gallop. He died. You they say for come on behind the MP then. See what's in the MP then they do. Come on, carry on, please.
In way say like more than the MP then. The MP then is also getting a $5,000 medical fee. Why is immune person died? Because you not get MRI scan. You know, cash box. I say we can close to let the host born. Do I wait inside the box and they feel a person man? Because until you come inside the box, the host got no bond. Oh, the talk. So also if the system now as stuff like God push a family me person die, I will go for Columbia Davis, Columbia Davis. For that he gets as much as you are on day.
You know,
but how many people are able to afford for money for Columbia Davis? How many people are able to afford that day? On a sit on the MP, they look na so gata the medical allowance is small, or they is to $50,000. Cash box where they find me bullet and body for over nearly how many here? Now my family pay money for the operation, not to compensate. Not to say that if I got you the time when the rebel know the second phase of your ways for the couple don't increase after me 8. Who been the push them? See we then be non can't my second push and take the junction. That bullet day, if you are not been do operation that year, I come to the doctor and say if I'm result to cancer and there's no way I can survive. And they can't to a point now, me have the whose blood I'm hid. Through me nose. Yes. Before my family finally say, you know what, no which government. And they go do X3, then they inject me, see that make me injection I need to feel yourself again. So imagine, I don't tell that so we get colleagues there. When they become impotent because bullet tip and the body the bullet end up for each their veil. When they become impotent, John. He be John drunk man out of frustration and then being party don't summarize himself. You know born picking self where the who now from to the environment to no born picking self. Oh guess I get party them where them don't become crippled. Not to say that if they go for which on RPG damage their foot. So then they na bullet. We get some the way they blind Ibrahim. Different causes them they're not able to take out the chase. They go na spiritualize this with them and the ex that them do behind the way they don't big abandons. You don't know the big na streets Ibrahim. Go see them. Wait so they don't get food, so they don't get hand, so they don't blind. Go see with brothers and sisters who die at this war. When I go see them picking and get picking away some first spiritual prostitution, they don't criminal. They don't get money for go. Abraham that say after the war. The money that people come pay, remember this time that die way empty the way talk like so for let them pay the $50,000. The money they pay their way don't die. 3,500,000 lose for them for their life. 3,500,000 lose and they pay them. Imagine if you see fet na cockle that year 2004 2005 Ibrahim if you see fet. So Jama in ref, so Jama in mama, so Jama in papa, so Jama in Pekin, so Jama in brother. Ibrahim the money they do for the fet pass and see the fet for how they ship that money. 3,500,000 euros. Today, when they bank Christ, more they talk see that money small for brothers and today, Ibrahim 3,500,000. So when they fetch the money, they fetch it. Now the mama will find the human. The woman will left and give the mama. Now the people will left and if you see Ibrahim, imagine people who then give their life for the state. And there is nothing after that was when law before themselves to small finance, law give themselves even land for let them go build. Nothing, Ibrahim. So then go take that money, then go buy land, then not for sell the land. Buy land, you know, it will be like, who's the ID bill and then not for sell the land. So they see by now by partition, who that get 500,000, who that get this. A pathetic Ibrahim. We want to see that money, some of them pay them the first payment to us here. Ibrahim, I swear to God, I go in a corner and cry. I say, so if I've been dying. So now this kind of money, you know, I put myself in that position straight. Say, why they see the alala between colleagues and family, the members of Ibrahim, you know, it's pathetic. Who don't want that money? Who don't want left? 3,500,000. That means the woman that's on themselves end up for marriage to that should buy the barracks. Who said they go? Who said they go with that money? Imagine the MPI and Abdul Kamu na witness to this. Because na suja pikin. Ina witness to this. You know how much they pay, Papa. Ina witness to this. We papa desire. You know how much they pay, Papa. Chicken change. Ina witness to what they talk so now. Because even Papa na suja man. You know it's more money than pay, Papa. We now God and blessing. We've been get very hardworking woman. We've been selling our because they sell the market. They will get land na lungi they will build small society on the door. Plus in them, Kaboy government make it don't begin go school. We help for the family now plus in sisters. Now God a blessing. In the witness to this, why they talk so? For seeing that you witness if I in a member of parliament in Papa na retired soldier. You know how much they pay Papa? Chicken change nothing. Nothing. Able no one go sit on the past Lord the day like no more dinner salon. How would you look at things they happen? Then guy, this are blatant. This I said this is past that AFRCP yourself when I've gone and take.
Of course.
This is never take for butcher people in the entire country. In better AFRC, not all man they loot. Now whether they loot up or no more. This are all they don't agree for damage the country.
Comrade.
Damage them.
You know, when man come for can thief you and zop you, get weapon, you get gone. At least you know say there is something, you know, you get anxiety, you know, say this person can't thief me, get gone, you don't put nef na me head. They say give me all what you get, pull your pocket, conco your pockets, give you everything that you have. It's different. Then you get people and when they use the means, the system, you know, as members of parliament, then they go, you know, without in a way suit and necktie. Then they dress smartly. They look like professionals. You know, of course, they rob with people like this kind of way. They rob the people so blindly. Comrade, you travel across the country. You look the villages and towns. 30 days, there are villages who don't get access to roads. Road not a good day. 30 days in 2023. These guys, then they go to them parliament there. A lot of these guys, they represent them community and they know road not there in a bike then they use. You talk about Popo to crew baller for go pick voter ID card, let people able for go vote. 110 miles. Comrade, Naya, 110 miles. I have to tell you exactly from Usaimide for drive go like say Pennsylvania. It's going to take me at least about 4 hours. These are the drive on a smooth road. Are the drives which are the cruise at 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour.
No go Popo. If you is in Freetown, now say Kulta day. So say na Western, so say na get Kulta. So say na go this Kulta. So say na East Kulta. No, these are the capital cities talk about Ibrahim. You don't go far.
Exactly.
Go na no go far. Go Freetown. No go far. Freetown na Freetown. Now say Kulta day. So say na Malama, you get say the Kulta tap.
In 2023. In 2023. Then you get, you know, come exactly.
Look at the dig. No, if you go you don't go too far. Now, talk now. Freetown, now it's also now.
Comrade, you know, then you talk about like I kind of where they talk about that nonsense, their alliance speech. They compare Ghana, how Ghana the interest rates. You know, these guys are so idiotic. They act like say they know everything. Ghana is a thriving nation. Ghana is moving infrastructurally. Ghana is advanced. Ghana, they provide almost 24-hour electricity across Ghana. Ghana, they do them. Ghana, they like it. They pay back some of them debts, them loans them where they take for make them bridges and highways and roads and hospitals where they build first-class, state-of-the-art hospital them across the country, Ghana. They are paying some of those loans, so definitely it's bound for let the interest get to improve and increase.
Brian, do you know the very people that would for pay Ghana the loan? Now
of course.
How many people they come out loan for go medical na Ghana?
Thank you. You see, Gashi, this is the point. Gashi, you know, make light of this money. I want you a chance, let you make light of the analysis on the money. the impact. This now what you know of 2018, all that money will read, we come recruit and return. Cash anything you want Rob more inside the brand?
Well, Ibrahim, you see, for me, like when you talk about the mortuary, mortuary very, very kind of like dear to me. Not for one reason, not so selfishly. I remember where my mama passed, Ibrahim. I can tell you, my mama na one kind person where I don't see much Amalekam. Very some person where like we not care about life. I tell you, Ibrahim, like we come here they talk, say that they carry them people that wouldn't die, go Virtues, Columbia Davis, and Metropolitan or whatever. Ibrahim, me mama, what would they grow up? I be facing a joke because this is a person where was very close in a church where them made them be so like most of them made them like na the church, where my mama came on like Ibrahim, if we go Congo market, my papa he always say where we were eat early, maybe mama no go market because from the start of Congo market to the end, they go and tell them I made a do. From the start, since every mama go now market till 10 o'clock morning, they reach till 4 o'clock afternoon because they go sit down, they go and tell them. But the reason why Connaught mortuary so dear to me, my mama make the comment, who will they grow up? I mean, it's not joking, a joke. He say, anyway, he die, I make the cry and go now, no funeral home, private funeral home. He said, I make the cry and go now, Connaught. I thought this woman was joking, and and officers and tell me family, them not be pay attention to it. Ibrahim, I remember when my mom passed, I was desperate and say, no, I mean, like mortuary, get proper motor car, like the private medical homes, they get motor car where it could make them like decent and all that, and they, but you see, Ibrahim, this not way before them beg. People were having to go at me within the family, call meeting and stuff like that. I even send money, go to Columbia Davis or Virtues. I cannot remember now. Made them go take the body in a mortuary and all that in it. But I still remember what he even tell me. So eventually the family get to say no. Like now, so if they don't say, ever want making body go to private hospital, na private funeral home. So it dear to me. Ibrahim eventually they left on na mortuary. So you see. That is the reason where you send the audio yesterday, it kind of like I go back and begin to think, it could have been my mom, Ibrahim. Because this woman was determined for making body not go to any private funeral home. In fact, to some extent, people laugh at me on social media and say, hey, guys, what's my only where they make you about a mortuary? But for me, those things don't bother me at all because you do not know the story, like for me. But Ibrahim, for make we day, people freezer no they work, lights not in a mortuary, generator not in a mortuary. People in the smell, they get to take this bubble, we die as a result of like people and they go dig well all over the place, die, two bubble them die, they're not able to carry them go to mosque for make them kind of like fulfill their religious belief. They carry them go, they smell one, go bury them like that, Ibrahim. It could have been any of us. Could have been any of my family, Ibrahim. I know how I felt when I been listening that audio yesterday, Ibrahim. How pain, like the pain will come to my heart and the memory will come to my heart about my mama, Ibrahim. But it's not about my mom. It's about all of us. But you see, these politicians, them, I listened to Abu Kagbo yesterday, people in the Gladi for talk, where they share, where they talk, say, oh, whatever decision is made in parliament, that collective decision, they're not for kind of like point fingers at any particular person and all that. The reason why he said that, because Honorable Tara was pointing finger at Honorable Cherikoko, where, where the head of the PAC, the PAC, not parliament, the previous parliament, he said they don't discuss, and to the extent, and even back Singapore Thomas, when I in the current PAC
comrade, mute smaller more.
Sorry. Yeah, when I know the deputy speaker, to the extent he back Singapore Thomas, just because he want to protect Cherry Coco, he had to back Singapore Thomas, say he not go blame Singapore Thomas for when they not discuss the audit report. This is, Ibrahim, this not the cabal with the guy they are, don't create.
within the institutions them. So just because you try to protect Cherry Coco, you have to back Singapore Thomas, the leader, the head of Public Accounts Committee. You have to back him and say you don't go blame him for me not discuss the audit report. You know, Ibrahim, the question come when they talk. How then guy they are go tell we after they kind of like approve this medical, this kind of salary thing, $50,000, Ibrahim. The average nurse in that country they, from a begin work, you know, imagine $100, Ibrahim, $100 a month. That is like 1,200. So say not even reach $1,000 every year. Now nurse then they earn. Now salon every year. Ibrahim almost years nurses than they work. Let me ask you, like what you talk so just now, the life expectancy for nurses them, woman them, now that country for woman them, where mostly now woman them, now 50. Ibrahim, let's assume get these people qualified at the age of 20. We know too well they qualify way later than that. But let me assume that. So it's 30 years, Ibrahim. 30 years of their life, since they begin work until they die, they will earn $30,000. Until they begin work, from them begin work till they die, Ibrahim, they will earn $30,000 for the rest of their life, Ibrahim. But an MP, where they destroy Sidon, cannot speak up in the parliament, all waiting in the go there for the table, all waiting in the go there for with all the evidences of the Africanist press, they cannot do anything about it. We showed evidence of like this Mohammed Sidi Tunis, when the speaker now be the leader of government business, now the speaker now ECOWAS, Ibrahim, when them buy motorcar for him, these guys cannot ask down. The question Mama can say, they cannot ask any question regarding these evidences that were put in front of them, Ibrahim. But yet still, they earn just one-off. They don't include their salary, just one-off for the thank you they tell them. For when they kill people, they cannot speak up. Then sit down, they say then they bulldoze them. $50,000. Ibrahim, CT scan, one CT scan can cost $25,000. One great MP waiting in the game for say thank you for what they alaki with country could buy two scanning machine, Ibrahim. How people in they live, and Ibrahim, you know what? The very people where they die as a result of this, Ibrahim. These are the people where they tell we say una pass mark with the MPs them because they do not understand. You know, Ibrahim, with people and they die because of lack of knowledge. With people and they suffer because of lack of knowledge. With people and they die of hunger. With Pekin and they suffer because of lack of knowledge. How can the president tell una say each Pekin now $500? Then they save, then they pay. In other words, then they pay on the Pekin and behalf, Ibrahim. Think about this, Ibrahim. A $500, 3 million Pekin, because then they now get fixed numbers then for the Pekin. 3 million, that's now $1.5 billion. When it be said the country in revenue when they generate now 400 million. How can a government pay more than waiting it generate? How, Ibrahim? But yet still, we sit by, they watch them guy, they lie per week because we know what pay attention to detail. Every time, Mother Bio, they go, pay attention to detail. Ibrahim, even this waiting happen so when they go past this bill, it get the tendency. Yesterday, or like over the last few weeks, we've been talking about voters apathy, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
This could lead to voters apathy because the people will be frustrated and say, you know what, we're not going to die with hunger. We're not going to enjoy. We're not going to live in luxury. The people could walk away from them, Ibrahim.
And when people lose trust in their democracy dies. That's what it is.
Exactly. Absolutely, Ibrahim. And we get idiots and we go leave the country. Ibrahim, was this not the time? You know, again, Abdul Kagbo, they talk, say, any decision, like good or bad, now collective, and they take responsibility. No, sir. I totally agree with you. Every vote we will vote in that parliament, Ibrahim, you therefore stand up against what you don't believe. You even stand up.
It's a collective responsibility. Yes, so every member of parliament responsible. So,
no, but Ibrahim, the thing is, when they ask me now, the fact that because when you make it talk that okay, it go and talk like I say, they're not there in favor of this waiting and pass so, but now because of the majority votes for them.
Then the burden of proof, the burden of proof is on them. You will not elect certain things.
That's exactly what
so let Honorable Abukagbo show we. Thank you. Go ahead.
Speak up about it.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, break them down.
That's exactly my point. Let them come and let them come and speak up about it and kind of like expose the government in plan about this $50,000.
Kashi don't know good outside the via them man in the national report to country will not be agree. Kashi that's where they know what where they not be agree for that lady where they say we impose for some commissioner once we have so they all work out. They say we are not part of it. So we then give them the later commissioner, but all agree say they're not be part of that in the we don't all listen. Let's say if you know the inside the Mandinguma say before you start enter na we not touch nothing. The system do not enter themselves. You can enter the because okay we that this money they all but fact we don't get the second tell you say MP they but the bank they get no self for go they get $5,000 that's when they get $5,000 they say you still enough to pay them $50,000 for waiting
comrade and Kashi Usa you reach to that point
always happen now they all agree this will not be agreed at all we see all work common they say only agree that all ready for the council and talk na media say hey if the dictatorship become a fact a revolution
becomes a right. Absolutely. If a dictatorship becomes a fact,
the answer to Salon problem now.
Revolution becomes a right. Yeah.
Not a dictatorship any longer. This now a bunch of criminal there. The long last Africa don't people in the modern diaspora with their education as a bunch of cooks and criminal there. Then go make a checkpoint for see. In the name of democracy, they form an association of criminals. This is what all this is EU. Now, association of criminals. When they trust somebody, hey, now make revolution, they come back now, Africa. They come back for save African democracy. I think we will not mature it. Ghana, the way they mature, they not just get democracy, they set example for the democracy. The journalists put people in Sweden, never said this. When they see Ghana, they go so. We not say MP then go then come out of parliament and go before the parliament and make press conference and say the minister of finance resign or resign and no second. We they declare for them by any misbehavior, declare for them for police forces. So Ibrahim Kasbok, this soon Abu Kabo, which is he just agree say they take responsibility for it and every law we don't pass it, we don't work out of parliament. That they all agree with that. We accept that. Now we do accept that. It's absolutely right, Ibrahim.
Yeah, you know, Abdul Kagbo, we get for discourse, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, because it's one way, it's a delicate place way old na the parliament. You know, na the only MP way at least, if anything, we'll get any credit for say they come out and be vociferous small. Now, at least you can tell we say Pamindia, Pepe Dia, oh no one the leader of the oppositions have come out and talk about those things. You know, that's one step in the right direction. But we'll go for discourse in depth with certain areas them because I believe a guy will listen to criticism. And let us touch on certain areas, then what would they expect moving forward as far as going into the elections? We're not saying one get a responsibility because APC get 59 MPs, now one grade with the Yeri and AKK. All the others, they will not Yeri them. We Yeri brother, you know, Chief Hassan Priest, of course, from Modern Silas, brother Emmanuel, Saidu Bangura, you know, we not Yeri nobody again, all of them. So with the game that leverage, they will go for discourse, also go for critique.
Yeah, Ibrahim, the danger with this man, you know, I can feel him for him.
Yeah.
You see. Because, you know, a day between the deep blue sea and the hard place, Ibrahim. For me, you see and saying as somebody we're very objective.
Yes.
However, you know, the system wants seem for
the dredger,
you know, get around.
Yes.
That is, you know, we have said this before, Ibrahim.
Mm-hmm.
This guy you see and say he get passion. Like what in come here they say, he see them all now in life. He saw it all, Ibrahim, because if Papa lived such life, if Papa he know the suffering, he know what suffering mean. And you can tell from the actions, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
You know,
the
but
system.
I tell you one thing, when you did a system you know, don't be controlled.
Yes, it's so corrosive.
You know,
very
corrosive. Nasty, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
It is difficult. In a sense, this guy say it is talk true. He is positive, he is objective, he is so passionate for Salon.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it meets a system where rotten, where he get for succumb.
Yeah.
As I say, imagine this man, the back singer for Thomas, knowing the Abdul Kagbo where we know, Ibrahim.
Enough for good aside.
This guy would never, he go put, you know, Ibrahim, there is a reason why, like today, like where UBS, Credit Suisse failed, Ibrahim. They got rid of the boss because, like, the boss chopped with him. Like what you can say.
Absolutely.
Ibrahim, as a leader, you take responsibility. If you are a leader, do not tell me, oh, parliament is all about vote. Now, waiting the majority say. But what do you say? You have to come out and, get up to your own voters and say, this 50,000 will not agree for a more. If we're not serious.
Comrade Nkashi.
If we're not serious.
I'm going to invoke the constitution now. We for reverse and members of parliament. I know say parliament don't close, but that next parliament's coming in, the 6th parliament. Therefore, reverse this decision. Because again, when you go to section 97 of the 1991 constitution, section 97, subsection B. Matter of fact, Kashi, let me do this. I'm going to read it to we people. Within section 97, responsibilities of members of parliament, subsection B. Now this is it. And I invoke them and I call on every Sierra Leonean across the world to condemn this act of parliament, for them pass a bill like this, for incentivize themselves and to enrich themselves. Because the constitution makes it very clear it is against that. So we call on lawyers them across that country, constitutional goons them, Dr. Ablayo Conte, people like the JFKs. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to, this is not about political party. Let me put the party aside and talk about the constitution and save the soul of the nation. Now, section 97, subsection B says, all members of parliament shall regard themselves as representatives of the people of Sierra Leone and desist from any conduct by which they seek improperly to enrich themselves. That is the key word. By which they seek improperly to enrich themselves.
By which they desist from any conduct, by which they seek
improperly.
Yeah. The catchy thing inside that particular constitution, and I just open up now where they say improperly, because that is what they would use for nasty way and say, what's not the definition of improperly? That is the gray area. That is where the ambiguity is there for me to interpret them their own way. Because waiting at the definition of improperly, Ibrahim.
Gashi, it is improper for members of parliament to conduct themselves in this manner when it reflects to the broader good of society. Then pass the same bill for nurses, then pass the same bill for police, then pass the same bill for the soldier, then pass the same bill for the civil servants that are country they don't serve 40, 50 years.
Ibrahim, for me and you too, it is totally correct. But again, that word right there.
Gashi, these people cannot play. They cannot.
You know how nasty we
they're not. Gashi, they have no leverage.
You can talk and say the people are not getting for it. The country, like even the salary, right? Even waiting they pay them, they not deserve them. Even the current payments where they get, they not deserve them.
Absolutely.
But Ibrahim, what is improper?
Because they'll check with GDP and everything and see how much they bring in versus how much they pay out. Yes. To just a single set of people in Sierra Leone, we form less than 0.05% of the population. But then they get all the money, so then they seek for enrich themselves improperly. Let me read this complete cash box. Again, section 97, subsection B, all members of parliament shall regard themselves as representatives of the people of Sierra Leone and desist from any conduct by which they seek improperly to enrich themselves or alienate themselves from the people. This is the members of parliament alienating themselves from the people. They need to feel the pain of the people. When they talk about cottage hospital, when they talk about Connaught hospital, the mortuary, the smell, then don't alienate themselves completely from the needs of the people. Therefore, they violated their responsibilities as members of parliament. But parliament don't close.
From day one, these parliamentarians have alienated themselves from the people. From day one. And it's good when you brought this up because, to be honest, with waiting them to do, they didn't do anything in the interest of the people. They completely alienated themselves from the people, Ibrahim. As it's a very, very good point, very good side of the constitution. They want to make in the talk say with constitution, we need for scrap up. This side, nothing or elbow with them. Now, wickedness, they catch them. Ibrahim, this is a very, very good section of the constitution you just read there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, comrade, Gambian, I will get an MP. Remember that MP na Gambia. La play a lot close this message. Only 1 hour 8 minutes. La play that Gambian lady, where they go increase the salaries of members of parliament in Gambia. What he's saying at the well of parliament. And the reason why Kashi and Comrade they play this they go directly for Honorable Chano Majuba of the APC as a political party, who is now the running mate. We for lead the APC party for go win the next elections alongside the flag bearer and everybody else within the legally constituted executive of the APC party. But this is what the lady say because she opposed that particular move there. Honorable Chano Majuba, did he oppose? APC people are not listening attentively. Una they suffer. Now una they glad they jump that treat, they glad yalala. Some of them they come and treat the thing for it's not there. We not get access to proper health care. We not get one day some. We not one day go see dentist. We not one day do medical checkup. Let them check all waiting they happen to una. Now pass all of a sudden somebody sick, he die. Now go so. This is for you guys, APC people. Now listen attentively. Not let person pass you like yourself. This world they live, you get for like yourself first before you like other person. Like yourself first. Una like una self first. Now they watch what than they.
Now this will people like you say this now once and all. If you see don't say you die. Now in that too. Pass you go meet up next war.
Comrade,
now once and all, Ibrahim.
Comrade, la play, Kashi, la play this lady, na Gambia. Then we close this message. It's 3 minutes long. Una allow this for play. Una watch her. Una listen to this.
For Banjul South.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I would first of all like to thank the committee clerks of this August House for the great work that they have done by spending the whole night in this August Assembly preparing a report for us. I thank you, clerks of the National Assembly. Honorable Speaker, I think looking at the Honorable Minister's statement and looking at the budget, I think that our government does not love this country. They do not have the feeling to nurture our children in this country. Honorable Speaker, $6 billion in salaries alone, not in administrative cost. Honorable Speaker, and we say we are a poor country. Honorable Speaker, the median age in this country is 19 years old. We should consider the life and the livelihood of our children. We should be investing in education. We should be investing in health rather than paying ourselves, feeding ourselves out of the poor people of this country. I will start with this August Assembly, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, to see the salary of the Honorable Speaker increased from 658 million to 658,000 to 1,560,000. I feel ashamed to call myself an honorable member. Speaker, I gave myself for service. I did not give myself for the poor people to feed me and my family. Honorable Speaker, when I saw this, I felt embarrassed. I did not want to come to this budget session because I said to myself, there is no need because we are just sharing the cake in our pockets, going home, feeding ourselves. Not only that, but to see the responsibility allowance, the residential allowance, the roving allowance, and all those for the representatives of the people. It is embarrassing for me to go back to my poor constituency and tell them that the meager resources of this country, I am paid that much at your expense. I took an oath, Honorable Speaker, to serve and to give back to my society, not to enrich myself. And even if I go to the Constitution, it says that we shouldn't deliberately enrich ourselves, and increasing our salaries is deliberately.
Thank you. Comrade Nkashi, I think say, except when I get last word now, Comrade Nkashi, but I think say we don't explain. Any last word?
I think I'm done. No, I'm fine.
All right. Comrade, any last word?
And comrade mute.
All right. Okay. Well, we the left and our family. We don't lost comrade and small. I know say they ready for prepare now for go work. But comrade Kashi, God help our nation. Salon people them. We don't left now. If not to APC na SLPP, if not to SLPP na APC. But anyways, 59 days to elections. We go see what's in there happen. Salon people, now not quiet. Now not quiet for anything there. Now not stay quiet. Mother be owner, mother be don't caution we. Say 1992, that incident will happen. So you talk him. He said the reason we make it happen, our salon people they keep quiet. We not they talk. Kashi, we had the left and everywhere. All right.